So welcome back everyone, Mike here. Today's one of those days where you just kind of feel like holding down the couch. You know what I mean? It's wet and it's rainy and just dreary out. That's the kind of day it's today. Not a lot going on, so I haven't been doing a whole lot today. But you know what? You need a day like that every once in a while, just to kind of relax and recharge and kind of plan and get ready for the week ahead. So I want to do a little video just to kind of tell you what is going to be coming up over the next week or so, and also show a little footage from the meetup we had the other night and the Jeep invasion in Butler, Pennsylvania. So we were at the Bantam Jeep Festival, and on Friday night they have the Jeep invasion, and there is thousands and thousands of Jeeps there. And we really didn't get to see a whole lot of them, maybe 10%, something like that. But Melissa and I went up, but we did get to visit with a lot of people that watch our channel. And that was really cool, really nice people, and we had a really nice time. But we met Ron and his wife, Brad and Christine, Matt and his wife. They're actually local. They live about 15 miles from us. Joe and his girlfriend Bethany, although I don't think Bethany really watches the channel much, but Joe does. I'm sure of that. My buddy Marty, I didn't get a picture with Marty, but I've known him for years. Marty didn't know we even had a YouTube channel till one day he was searching on YouTube for something to do with Jeeps, and he found our channel, but Marty was there. Also met Nick and Christian. Nick and Christian are a couple nice young gentlemen there. They had, we also met their parents, and their dad gave us a little story in the background on their 1962 Jeep that's been in the family since the day it was new. That'll be included in this video later on. And Nick and Christian both have YouTube channels. But we'll get to that in a little bit. So besides going over the Jeep invasion and showing you some video from that, also kind of want to tell you, what to expect over the next week or two here. Woodstack 2018. I'm still working on the details. I'll have that soon though. I want to put a nice firewood video together, plus all the rules and everything we're going to do for the firewood stacking competition. But as of now, I know we're going to have one really good prize that I'm going to contribute, and we'll see how it goes from there. So that'll be coming up. Something else, I finally got a fuel tank. All these tractors, for years, I'm always carrying 5-gallon jugs. It's stupid. So I finally got a fuel tank the other night, and I'll be doing a video later in the week on that. I think it's going to be a pretty good solution for my needs, the way I'm going to set it all up. So I'll do a video on that later this week. Also got a new string trimmer. That's what I call it, a string trimmer from Stihl. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with Stihl, I'll put that video right up here kind of explaining that. So I got a new string trimmer. We'll be doing a video on that later this week. It's like a professional series, heavy duty trimmer. Now I call them string trimmers, all right? Now when I was a kid, I think we called them weed eaters. And then some people call them weed whackers, whippersnippers, line trimmers. So in the comments below, I'm just curious, post what you call a string trimmer and where you're from. There's got to be some regional thing there. I don't know. But anyway, so we'll have a video coming up on the string trimmer, fuel tank, and Woodstack 2018. But anyway, I'll show you the fuel tank and give you a brief look at the trimmer, and also some footage from the other night at the Bantam Jeep Festival. So here's the fuel tank I bought the other night. It's just a 50-gallon tank, but it's made of 14-gauge steel. It's got the internal baffles inside of it, a lockable filler cap. It's a pretty nice tank. It's got a drain on the side. And I think the way I'm going to set this up, it should work really well for my needs here. I bought this at Rural King the other night for about $220. And I also bought a pump and a few other things. But I'm going to make this work for me. And you'll see that in a video later this week. Something else I'll be doing a video on later this week is this trimmer line, string trimmer line. This is by far the best line that I have ever used. Now, I didn't say it's the best there is on planet Earth because I haven't used them all. But I can say without a doubt this is the best line that I have ever used, and we'll go over that later this week in its own separate video. You will also be seeing a video coming up here in the next week or so on the new string trimmer that I got, the FS 91R. Pretty excited about trying this thing out.
Okay, I'm Bob Lanning. We're here in Butler, Pennsylvania with my son Christian and my son Nicholas, and we're with our family Jeep. This Jeep our family purchased new in 1962. Kind of a quick, interesting story. My dad owned and operated a private high school in Pittsburgh, and he dealt with a lot of the children of wealthy families there who always were buying their kids new cars. My older brother came and said, "Dad, I want you to get me a car." My dad said no. He said, "If you want a car, you're going to have to get one that pays for itself." So my brother said, "Dad, how about if I get a Jeep with a snowplow and I plow out people's driveways?" My brother bought this Jeep new, plowed out parking lots and driveways with it, totally paid for it. He went on to college. I then bought it off of him, got all of his customers, and my dad was the banker. He had a piece of paper, and every time I paid my brother $100 for it, he marked it off in that paper until I had it paid. And I got all of his customers and paid for it that way.
Very cool.
And now we still use it on our farm driveway to plow out snow in the winter. Gets maybe 100 miles put on a year at the most.
Yeah.
So we've had 3 generations of our family. Been a lot of fun.
That's a fantastic story.
Yeah.
And you two guys, you both have YouTube channels, right?
Yep.
What's your,
Love to Boat 92
Love to Boat 92.
and The Woodworker 01.
What is it again?
The Woodworker 01.
All right, great. Well, this thing is really nice. It's a, yeah. What's your wife's name?
Olivia.
Olivia makes these quilts. They're beautiful. And you have a quilt shop in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, correct?
Yes, I do.
What's the name of your quilt shop?
The Snowflake Mill.
The Snowflake Mill. Tell us about this quilt here.
These are t-shirts that we've collected over the years, and we wanted to make a t-shirt quilt in honor of the Jeep Fest. So I put this together for supposedly my husband, but my youngest son is the one that confiscated it. Okay. So we made him one, and my husband and I have collected Jeep quilt or Jeep t-shirts since then. So there's one in the making for my husband now.
Very nice.
So, but yes, I have a shop in Slippery Rock, and I do this plus others. So
Really nice. Really
Thank
nice
you.
quilt. Beautiful Jeep.
Thank
you very much.
You're welcome.
Back out of storage, over San Diego and North California. Then I got sent to Guam. I sent the Jeep to Guam.
So those are some of the things you can expect to see over the next week or two on this channel. I'll do a video on the fuel tank and how I set it up for my needs. I will also do a video on the Stihl FS 91R string trimmer. And don't forget, in the comments, what do you call them? Weed eater, weed whacker, string trimmer, line trimmer, whipper snipper. What do you call them and where are you from? Comment below. So I'll do a video on that. Also, you'll see a video on Woodstack 2018, the firewood competition. I'm still working out all the details, but it's coming along nicely. And so I'm kind of looking forward to that whole thing. That'll be pretty cool. So I think that's about it for today. But like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.